What I am about to say is going to sound like the most generic piece of advice ever. But I promise if you stick to the end of this, you'll understand why it might sound generic, but it's actually the most important thing for change, for growth, for healing to be able to happen for you. Change is absolutely impossible. Impossible. And I don't say that lightly. If you cannot accept the things that have happened to you, if you cannot accept the things that you have done, if you cannot accept where life is and what's going to happen for change to actually happen. There's this massive, massive challenge that I see working with clients every single day where they come in and they might know what's happened to them. Like it's like a laundry list. Yep, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. Okay, let's fix it. And knowledge and awareness is a really good step to be able to know and understand, oh, yep, these things happened is good, right? It's helpful. But there's a major difference between knowledge of it and acceptance of it. And what I've come to see and what I've come to find is that while many people might understand it, they might know it, they don't accept it. They're actively fighting against the fact that this thing happened to them, or that this is their life, or these are their circumstances. And it makes change impossible. It's like someone who, let's say they need to lose weight, and they know, but they're not in a space to really say, okay, you know what? My eating habits have not been good. I'm deeply upset and I'm using food as a coping mechanism. And when it's late at night and I'm feeling sad, I just grab the food and I try to go on these diets, but I know that they don't work because I know I can't stick with it. And that makes me upset and that makes me do this and that makes me do that. And you know, I understand it. I accept that this is the pattern and I take responsibility for what I've done. And I take responsibility that I now need to be the one to change it. That level of responsibility can feel almost impossible when it feels as though things have happened to you that have been outside of your control, that you didn't want to have happen, that you feel as though you are a victim of. Now, this is not to victim blame and say that terrible things didn't happen to you. I work with victims of abuse every single day, and I've heard from almost every single one of them that their life didn't change until they took responsibility for their healing by fully accepting, number one, what happened. Not acceptance meaning I think it's okay, but the acceptance of, okay, this happened. Number two, acceptance of their response of what they did. Again, not because they chose it, not because they wanted that thing to happen, but because that is what they did. And then number three, acceptance of the responsibility to do something about it. The acceptance of responsibility that if change is going to happen, it's going to have to be on them. They are going to have to be the ones to do it because it's their life. That is the major difference between understanding and acceptance. I might understand that something happened, but it doesn't mean I accept it, that I'm willing to accept responsibility for it, that I'm willing to accept that I'm going to have to do things that I'm not going to want to do, and accepting the responsibility of doing them anyways to make life different, to make life better. It is the harder choice. And it's why I said this might sound like generic advice, but I promise you it's not. Understanding this and accepting it, even this video itself, you might understand the concept of what I'm saying, but do you fully accept it? Do you fully accept that you can't change without accepting what happened to you? Without accepting the responsibility of what you did? Even if you didn't mean to, even if you felt like you had no other choice, even if it was the safest option, do you accept that that's what you did? And do you fully accept the responsibility to make change? Now, I get it. It's hard. It's awful. I don't want to accept that half the mistakes that I made in my life were my fault. That's awful. I don't want to admit that. But change only happened for me when I did. Change only happened for the clients that I work with when they did. And change is only going to be possible for you when you do. So, what is the thing that you're having a hard time accepting? What is the thing that you might know, you might understand, but you might not fully be in a place to really, fully, wholeheartedly accept? And what is it costing you? What are you afraid is going to happen if you do fully accept this? And how can you make, one micro step forward toward the acceptance process? Acceptance is not a one and done. It's not going to happen overnight. It's a process. It's a decision that you make every single day. Find out what that thing is for you and start taking the steps toward being able to accept it. And then I promise you, you will start to see changes. You will start to see the benefits and improvements in your life. And you will actually feel in control of your life for the first time. And if this is something that you need help with, if this is something that doesn't feel possible for you yet, that's okay. I have my link down below. You can book a free call with me and I'll help you to figure out how to do it. Or you can drop a comment down below and ask a question on it. Or send me a DM. I would love to hear from you. What are you having a hard time accepting? What makes it feel so hard? And what is it costing you? When you start to actually accept, like really accept, I promise everything will change for you.